So you can come this way? Did you find? You be okay? Oh my gosh.
Oh my fucking god.
He's in the bathroom. Yeah, you'll be fine. He's in the bathroom. Oh my god. Okay, you may stop picture a little bit. Madam? Okay, wait. You do this every day?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I love it.
Job chapter 5, verse 23. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. I want to give our praises and honor to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH. Forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. In this lesson, I'm going into we will be at peace with the animals. We will be in league with the animals of the world. Okay. And that's all animals in existence. Animals we know and animals that we will get to know. Okay. That we don't think that exists, or we don't know that exists, I should say. Okay. Oh, that's going to be revealed. You know, Esau being a man of the field, the Lord put the spirit on them to do that. You know, so you watch Animal Planet and these different channels. Well, who you think is going out there getting that footage? Esau. Okay. Because it's his world for now. But the Lord is putting the spirit on Esau to be out there to gather the footage so that we can see and we can think and we can meditate. Okay. Because in the kingdom, it's going to be a whole new world when it comes to the animals. All right. Let me read Job chapter 5, verse 23 again. For thou shalt be in league with the stones of the field, and the beasts of the field shall be at peace with thee. Okay. Now, as you see in the clips, I have different footage of different gorillas, silverbacks. Okay. And that's one of the animals that's always been interesting to me, their demeanor and how they operate. Okay. As you see in some of the clips, you can see that they demand respect, but they're very gentle. Okay, they're very reserved. They're not quick, you know, with wrath. Okay, even though they got the stature and the strength to destroy any human pretty fast. Okay, you in their territory, they can just, you know, totally destroy you, man. Okay, but they don't do that. They're very peaceful. They're very observant. Okay, and I got a kick. It sounds like some of the gorillas are saying, like, nigga, don't come in here. Okay, because you can tell he's shaking his head. He's too close to us. Okay, that just shows their character. Now, does that look like they're in league with them? No. Okay, because the Lord can put the spirit on them gorillas to get busy. Okay, with Esau, man, because it's mainly Esau out there. Sometimes you see Ham. Okay, and, you know, but mainly it's Esau that be going out there, man, you know, taking pictures of them gorillas, man. Okay, but it's up to the Lord, all right, if he puts a spirit on them to attack or not. And that's going to be the same in our kingdom when it comes to the heathens. Okay, because they're going to be at peace with us, with thee. Who's the thee? The Israelites. Not the heathens, the Israelites. Now, I will say this. They will be at peace with the heathens unless we give them the green light to do otherwise. Okay, because in general, the animals are going to be peaceful, all of them. Okay, but that blessing okay, is with us. That's part of the kingdom. All right, that's part of our world. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 65, verse 25. The wolf and the lamb shall feed together, and the lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith Yahawah BAHASHAM YAHAWASHI. Right. Now, first, what do we deal with here? A wolf and a lamb ain't supposed to be together, man. Okay, put a wolf and a lamb together right now and see what happened. You're going to have lamb fur all in the air, man, just flying. Like, what is all this fur in the air? All right, because that wolf is going to tear that lamb up. Okay, that's in this world. But in our world, they're not going to hurt each other. Okay, and they're not going to hurt us. They're going to respect us. Okay, just like them gorillas you see, that's warning them and hitting their chest and looking at them, and, you know, they demand their respect. Okay, but as soon as they bow down, they just keep it cool and walk by them, you know, like they ain't there, man. They just want their respect. Well, in the kingdom of heaven, in our world, when we walk up to them, they're going to bow down. They're going to bow down. It's going to be a totally different world. Okay, but if they run across an Edomite in the kingdom or a heathen, they ain't going to bow down to them because they're not in league with them like that. Okay, they're not going to hurt them unless we design it for them to hurt them, for vengeance. Okay, make that clear, for vengeance, because these heathens, they got to drink their cup too. Okay, the Lord sicked animals on us. We got destroyed in different situations. Okay, for judgment, for vengeance. Well, now it's time for the heathens to drink their cup. And Esau going to drink double of that cup. Okay, that cup is slavery, vengeance, plagues of the mind, the body. They going to get it. So in the mix of that, we're going to have authority, okay, for the animals to do things if we want them to. But naturally, they're going to be peaceful. They're going to be very peaceful towards each other, like I just read, the wolf and the lamb. That's not natural, but it's going to be natural in our world, man. Okay. And also, too, I used to joke over the years about sicking gorillas on Esau in the kingdom. I've been saying that joke for years, man, because I keep visualizing it, because they're going to get it, man. It's so many ways that they're going to get destroyed in the kingdom because they're going to receive double, okay, a double cup, right? And the cup that we got of slavery is a lot, man. Okay, it's a lot that we don't even know that Esau has done to us as a people in general. Okay, if we knew everything, we'd be like, boy. And even what we know is enough. But if we knew everything, we'd be like, man, this is insane. Okay, so double that up. All right, so they got vengeance coming to them, man. Okay, so even in our world, the way we deal with the animals, they're not going to be able to deal with the animals like that on that level, man. Now, over time in the future, when they learn righteousness and their slavery is over, I'm talking about the other heathens, not Esau. They're going to get exterminated. But when the other heathens learn in a general sense, they can enjoy, have a bird, they can enjoy the animals too over, at the end of the day, right? Okay, but that's going to develop, that's going to grow. Okay, that's going to grow in our world. Let's go to Isaiah chapter 11. Let's start at I'll start at verse 6. Okay, it's mentioning the same thing about the wolf and the lamb. It says, the wolf also shall dwell with the lamb, and the leopard shall lie down with the kid, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. That's a different world right there. So I like gorillas. So my children, they can lead a whole pack of gorillas if they want. And the gorilla is going to respect my son or daughter. Okay, or children in general. They're going to respect them. Okay. Even a child is going to have authority over them, and they're going to know it. That's why when you read here, it says, and the calf and the young lion and the fatling together, and a little child shall lead them. Right. All of them, man. All the animals, our children are going to lead. Okay. The animals are going to be in tune. Okay. Because the Lord is going to put the spirit on the earth. Okay. Between us and the animals, that is going to go back to back in the day, meaning at the beginning, where the animals knew we had authority over them. They knew it. Okay, it's going to be that times a million, man. It's going to be a whole nother world, because naturally animals know that humans have the authority over them. Okay, naturally, that's how it's supposed to be. That's why I say it's going to go back to that, but on a whole nother level. Why? Because we can't mess up. We're going to be perfect. We messed up back in the day at the beginning. That's why we fell. Eve did what she did and Adam followed, and we fell, man. Okay. Let's go to verse 7. And the cow and the bear shall feed, their young ones shall lie down together, and the lion shall eat straw like the ox. You hear that? A lion. Can you imagine lion eating straw like the ox? Okay, we all know lion are meat eaters, man. Okay, they're hunters. They're meat hunters. All right, the Lord is going to change that. So the animals of the kingdom, they're not going to hurt each other. That's the understanding first. Okay, that's the understanding first when you read, let's go back to it. Isaiah 65 verse 25, the wolf and the lamb shall feed together. The lion shall eat straw like the bullock, and dust shall be the serpent's meat. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, saith the Lord. Right, because normally they would hurt each other, or one would hurt the other. Okay, so first, that's the understanding first. They're not going to hurt each other. Then, when it comes to the animals and the humans, they're not going to hurt us. But the Lord is going to make them and lead with us, not the heathens, and lead with us, the Israelites. That's part of our glory and our promise of our kingdom, of our world. Okay, and then the heathens are going to see like, man, these animals are different than the old world. It's going to be a different life, man. A totally different life. Okay. Let's go back to Isaiah chapter 11, verse 8. And the suckling child shall play on the hole of an asp, and the winged child shall put his hand on the cockatrice den. Right. Okay, with a snake. All right. Naturally, that's not supposed to happen. All right. You grab a poisonous snake, man, you done, and you playing with it, a little kid playing with it. That snake gonna kill that child, that suckling child in this world. But in our world, totally different. We're gonna have a deep, deep relationship. And also too, Esau try to always tell you how smart an animal is. And they are smart, but he don't know the details. We're gonna know the details. Okay, we're gonna know, how gorillas think really. Okay, now we can see it to a certain degree. They're very calm. They're not quick to anger. That's what I love about them. They got that king mentality, man. They ain't gonna be quick, but if they have to, they'll do something to you if they have to. Okay, but they're not quick to brawl, I should say. Let's go to verse 9. They shall not hurt nor destroy in all my holy mountain, for the earth shall be full of the knowledge of the Lord as the waters cover the sea. Right. Okay, so they ain't gonna hurt our babies. They ain't gonna do that. Now, if an Edomite baby grab onto a cobra, might be over for him. It's called vengeance, man. See, the heathens have not gotten their vengeance yet. That's the point. They have not gotten their vengeance yet. That's why I'm going to get this. Now, let's go to Sirach chapter 39. Let's start at verse 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they shall pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Okay. Fire and hail, famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Verse 30, teeth of wild beasts. You hear that? Teeth of wild beasts. All right. We're going to be at peace with the beasts of the field. We're going to be in league with the beasts of the field. Okay. But they were also created for vengeance. Well, who's going to get vengeance in the kingdom? Is vengeance going to be over? No. Okay. These heathens ain't going to skate in the kingdom and just have peace and that's it. No, man. It's going to be a peaceful world because the righteous are going to be in authority. Okay. But we're going to issue out judgments. Okay. So the animals ain't going to touch us. It ain't going to hurt us. The animals ain't going to hurt each other. Like I read, a wolf is going to chill with the lamb. Like, what's up? What's up? Okay, laughing together. Like, this is not normal. But in our world, it's going to be normal. Okay, but that don't mean that the heathens are going to escape vengeance from animals. The Lord can still do that. The same way he can stop rain because they didn't come up to the Passover is the same way he can send a lion on them, man. Okay, to snap their neck, man. It's called vengeance. And vengeance is still going to be issued out on the earth in our kingdom, man, against the heathen, especially Esau. So it's many animals that Esau sicked on us and played games. Oh, he ain't going to escape that. He's not going to escape. Okay, verse 30. Teeth the wild beasts, scorpions, serpents, and the sword punishing the wicked to destruction. Okay, so the wicked, Esau, the Edomites, they're still going to be punished in the kingdom. Okay, their cup is going to be filled double. You think a serpent can't bite them in the kingdom? Of course. You think a scorpion can't sting them while they're working? Of course. With the worst sting ever, while they're working or while they sleep in a pit somewhere. Okay, I ain't giving them no pillows. You don't get no pillows in the kingdom. You get a cobra. Big ass anaconda come out of nowhere and choke you, man. Make you lose your breath and then let you go. You still got to get back to work. Okay, so making this clear in the spirit to really understand this when it comes to the animal, man. I'm going to do some more parts, man, but this is the beginning, okay, of the series I want to do, dealing with the animals of the kingdom. Okay, so I hope you were edified in the spirit, man. So yeah, the animals are going to be in lead with us, not them. The animals are not going to hurt us. That don't mean they ain't going to get hurt, because vengeance is still going to be there. And like I just read, Teeth the wild beast was created for vengeance. Last time I checked, wild beast still going to be there. Okay, it's going to be different ones too that we probably don't even know about, man. Who knows, man? The kingdom is going to be out of this world. Okay, so with that, man, I hope you enjoyed the clips, man. It's interesting watching these animals operate. And I can't wait until we have a deep relationship with the animal world, because there's a lot of animals, man. You talking about in the waters, on the earth, on ground. I mean, there's so many different animals, man, that we're going to be able to have a relationship with and get respect with and have authority over, man. That's going to be, whew, man, something, amongst a lot of things to look forward to. So with that, I hope you're edified. I want to give our praises to YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHWAHSHI, BAHASHAM, RAWCHAA, QADASH, for giving the spirit to do this lesson. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and shalom to you, Akim out there that's doing the truth in sincerity. Shalom.